Let's isolate the exact structural shift happening right now on the premium electric grid. The joint powerhouse venture between Changan, Huawei, and CATL isn't just releasing another midsize variant. They have officially dropped the blueprints for the all-new AVATR 07L, and the L suffix here does not merely represent a stretched piece of cosmetic sheet metal. It is a highly aggressive, mathematically optimized reconstruction of interior packaging. Look at the raw dimension logs. The 07L expands its core platform footprint to a commanding 4,910 millimeters in total length, riding on a heavily extended 2,990 millimeter wheelbase layout. AVATR didn't use this massive structural stretch to cram in an artificial, cramped third row of seating. Instead, they maintained a strict, ultra-luxurious 5-seat execution, dedicating 100% of that added architecture to rear executive legroom and a massive, expandable 1,325-liter cargo hold. With a golden 0.61 wheelbase-to-length ratio, short overhangs, and a low center of gravity, this machine completely demolishes standard crossover layout limitations, transforming the rear cabin into a true rolling palace. When you step past the flush frameless doors, you are immediately confronted by an absolute computational matrix. This isn't a vehicle cabin anymore, it is a high-bandwidth digital sanctuary. Stretching clean across the upper dashboard is a continuous 35.4-inch 4K resolution panoramic stellar screen paired perfectly with a central 15.6-inch Huawei HarmonyOS 2K infotainment command display. The acoustic space is completely dominated by a monstrous 2,000-watt 25-speaker premium Meridian audio array that synchronizes lighting with deep structural frequency control. But look at the top of the windshield line because that is where the true tech hardware lives. The 07L deploys an ultra-advanced 192-line or upgraded high-density LiDAR sensor cluster hardwired directly into the flagship Huawei Qiankun ADS smart driving network. Operating fully without requiring high-definition mapping dependencies, this network processes real-time environmental physics via active AI, executing flawless city-level autonomous navigation and emergency collision intervention even in zero-visibility conditions. But raw digital computing is utterly useless if the physical, mechanical chassis beneath you handles like a boat. AVATR has answered this by deploying their elite Taihang Intelligent Control Suspension Framework. Look at the fundamental manufacturing. The rear frame structure is built using a massive, dual gigacasted aluminum underbody, driving structural torsional rigidity up by a staggering 47% over traditional steel-stamped platforms. Connected to this unyielding backbone is a full aluminum independent suspension array featuring double wishbones up front and a specialized H-arm multi-link layout at the rear. The dampening is managed in real time by intelligent air springs and continuous damping control, or CDC, active shock absorbers that actively monitor the road surface 100 times per second. Combined with the second-generation Continental brake-by-wire system and IGVC steering vector controls, this massive cruiser passes the Moose test at over 82 kilometers per hour, keeping the cabin beautifully level, completely elegant, and entirely unbothered by trail imperfections. Because this is where the alliance with CATL yields astronomical numbers. The AVATR 07L completely bypasses range anxiety by offering both premium EREV and pure high-voltage BEV architectures. If you choose the Kunlun extended range variant, you are looking at a highly advanced 1.5-liter turbocharged thermal generator carrying 44.4% thermal efficiency. It pairs with a massive 52.01 kilowatt-hour CATL Freevoy super hybrid battery pack. This unlocked configuration delivers a verified 270 kilometers of pure electric urban commuting range, stretching your total comprehensive range past 1,100 kilometers. But if your blueprint demands pure electric supremacy, the BEV variant runs on a full 800-volt silicon carbide high-voltage platform, packing an 82 to 87 kilowatt-hour CATL Shenxing ultra-fast charging battery, pushing out up to 440 kilowatts, or 590 horsepower, via a dual-motor all-wheel drive network. It rockets to 100 in just 3.9 seconds, while pulling a 4.5C charging rate that recaptures 350 kilometers of range in a flat 10 minutes. So, let's bring this to a definitive, highly clinical conclusion. Is the AVATR 07L the master of the premium crossover grid, or just digital excess? Let's be completely transparent. If you prefer the raw, mechanical feedback of a classic Euro-tuned sports SUV, this high-compute spaceship will completely clash with your taste. But look at the data. By stretching a wheelbase to near 3-meter dimensions, securing a rigid gigacasted chassis, and merging CATL's elite chemistry with Huawei's peak Qiankun autonomous suite, AVATR has built a nearly flawless luxury vessel. It sets the absolute computational benchmark. I'm Ava. Tell me if this tech cruiser takes your vote over the legacy giants in the comments below. Make sure to hit that subscribe button right now, turn notifications on, and I will see you in the next breakdown.